Why, hello, it's me, Shattuck Webb here. Before we start, I just want to say that if I start stuttering or anything, don't worry, I just happen to do that. I really hope I don't stutter to the point where no one can understand me. And let's start. So I watched Frozen 2 yesterday, and I have some thoughts about it. First of all, the theater was crowded. Like, there was like little kids everywhere. I watched like this horror movie, and I was talking to someone about it right before we went in, and I almost got to like a part where I was like explaining this horror movie, and I was about to get to like a very gory part, and I realized I was like surrounded by 4-year-olds, so I was about to ruin some people's lives. Well, anyways, the movie, we start off with like the flashback, and that's cool. It's okay. It kind of explains what's about to happen, and so yeah, the rest of the movie is that I didn't realize till halfway through that. Wait a minute! I just realized. I don't know what's going on, because it's just like all over the place. And first of all, I want to get the major thing is that when they were explaining the elements and stuff, I haven't watched all of Avatar, but unless I'm wrong, I think they were ripping off Avatar. Yes, Disney is ripping off an anime. Put that on a headline of a newspaper, everybody. So, like, and like some random like stuff happens. There's like the movie's like meant for like littler kids now and stuff. Like I'm not even going to like go in like I'm not going to even go like in the timeline of the movie. I'm just gonna say different parts like with no organization, like for something I really don't want to forget saying is that so yeah, about like those Avatar like elements is like the elements that I'm saying are definitely a ripoff of Avatar. They have like these little characters or something for each one, and so I was like hearing something about like something called like a character, like he was like a big thing with Frozen 2 called Gale. I was like, oh, so Gale's gonna be like a really important character. They like say two things about him. The first time they meet him, they say, Olaf says, oh, I'll call him Gale. Second is at the very end of the movie where Gale is like sending in a message or something. And like there's people for like all of like these places, like a fire lizard or something, which has no point of anything at all. Like it takes down like a thing. It doesn't even do damage. Like it just it's like this little lizard that makes like fire, and like the fire just completely disappears when he stops or something. And like there's just like all. And like one of the things I really had a problem with was the ship. Is that people were wondering in the first movie what happened to Anna and Elsa's dad's and mom's ship. Like, how did it come out? And the producers, they said themselves that that the reason they were on that boat was to go to a wedding ceremony, and we find out that is not right. So either they retcon or the producers were lying, and I really don't hope the producers were lying. But like, it's just really a complicated movie. They're like trying to find the origins of Elsa, even though it's kind of obvious the origins of Elsa, and like the truth that Elsa's trying to find out is like something like we didn't really think. I don't even know what really is going on in this Like, it's really complicated. Now, here's like the major thing is that Elsa's going to this like area. She's like trying to get to like find the truth of something. I forgot really what, just that something happens. But well, yikes. Well, yeah, but it's like Elsa. It's like she's trying to get to this place to learn the truth of some random thing, and she's swimming, and like she gets, I think, a wave like goes there, and she gets like gets thrown underwater, and as she's going up, out of nowhere, this like bolt of water just hits her in the face, and like she gets taken down a little bit, then she keeps swimming upwards or something. And she like comes out of the water and like a huge wave is nearby. And then this random literal seahorse just starts running from the water, like from this big wave that's coming into her. And like and then like it just jumps and hits her. And it's just really, like, what in the world? And like she gets hit underwater. I think she gets hit by the horse like a couple of times underwater. She starts like swimming upwards and looks down to see like the horse go running upwards from the water, and like she tries to make like ice on the water to protect herself, and like but it doesn't do really anything. The seahorse just breaks through. So that's something good to know, that this literal seahorse can break through like water. Then Elsa tries to like fight it or something, and then like the horse just randomly grabs Elsa by the sleeve, and then dragging her to who knows where he's dragging her. Probably where Skeeter from the Muppets went. But then like she makes like these chains out of ice, and she like wraps them around the horse and makes him go like this. He makes him go the other way, and then it's like that never happened or something. Like, what in the world was that meant for? Just to scare the crap out of me? Because now I'm going to have nightmares of a seahorse running from the water. Like, and then, like, there's she gets to this place, and to get, like, to the snow thing. And also, I almost forgot to say this. A lot of it is a lot like the original, kind of. Like Elsa and Anna like getting separated. That's Elsa trying to go to this place. Anna trying to get to her. Well, okay, maybe not exactly. Like she doesn't really succeed at getting to her, but then she gets to this place, and they have like a song like Show Yourself. Yeah, I think it's called Show Yourself. I think that's what the song is called. And it's catchy. That's the part that scares me. If it's catchy, that means we're going to get another Let It Go. And I really do not want another Let It Go. Half of my brain cells have like gone down every time I hear that song again. And then she like decides to go into this like she sees like these ice, like that's like there's like a good little funny reference to Let It Go. Like she sees like an ice memory of Let It Go, and she just says like that really. And then then we see like her grandfather go down, and that's where she wants to see the truth. Yet we didn't know anything about her wanting to know the truth of the war. I think I said this again exactly. Why were they looking for the origins of Elsa? Why were her parents looking for the origins of Elsa? Yet it was kind of obvious is that Elsa was made because I think the mom had powers or something, and since the dad didn't, and it makes sense because the dad didn't have powers, but the mom did have powers, and so that's why Elsa has powers and Anna doesn't have powers. Then she like sees like this hole where like all these like things on the ice glaciers just are like going down towards, And she decides, hey, it's a huge hole I can't see the bottom of. Yeet! What in the world? Why would you do that? And of course she turns into ice and shoots out like an ice thing that kind of explained to Anna. I don't know, and I am not going to ask how that ice thing knew how she shot out ice right where Anna was. And then Olaf starts dying. Spoiler, not really. And yeah, it's so heartbreaking. I'm really sure that they would have killed Olaf, one of the lovable characters that people really liked about the movie. I'm really sure they would just kill him off. And he goes in like a really Peter Parker Infinity War type of way. Miss Anna, don't let me go. I can't even say any real sentences anymore. I'm trying to understand it while I'm talking, and it's still like a complicated thing. Then she thinks oh, let's destroy the dam, and she basically risks her life with these huge stone giants. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, there's stone giants, and also there's stone giants and these people who were left in there, are trying to guard it, and for some reason they're wearing the exact same clothes as they did from back then. They said that kids were made there, meaning that they never saw the sky, so that's just depressing. And yeah, and so they throw huge boulders at throwing huge boulders at the big dam. And now thinking of it, I just forgot how Elsa came back. I know she unfreezed. Was it because of the dam or something? I don't really remember, but the dam breaks and it's about to hit Arendelle, and then Elsa comes out with the seahorse that she was about to get killed by earlier. Remember that one? Yeah, that's the one she takes, and then she uses her powers to make the ocean go away, so nothing in Arendelle would happen. A lot of things I have to say about that is at first it just felt unsatisfying to see Arendelle just be completely fine. Secondly, what do you think Otto was thinking? Oh, so I just risked my lives with big, humongous stone creatures from who knows how they were made. Probably going to be in some Frozen 3 or some crap. And then so I just risked my life trying to save this thing, and it really meant nothing. Oh, the forest is safe. And yeah, also they've only been in the forest for 2 days. Now they're going to risk Arendelle. And also, what didn't Anna really think that it's, unless I'm wrong, I think they were there for 2 days. So don't you think that one of the people from Arendelle thought, hey, I think the coast is clear. I think we're good to go in. Okay, let's go back in. Hey, what's that? About to get hit by the Titanic or something. I don't even know what that joke came from. I just came at it in the moment. Please dislike this video just for that Titanic joke thing. But then Elsa gets married to Kristoff. Olaf comes back to life. What? Olaf comes back to life? I can't believe it. I really thought he was freaking dead. See what the problem is? And every joke that was made there, people were just screaming at the top of their lungs. Like, I couldn't even hear it. I think the reason this was, like, really way less good was because this was starting to be more for, like, littler kids. I know that, like, a lot of... I think I forgot to say this, but just understand, I don't like this movie, but that doesn't mean that this doesn't mean that I want you to hate it too. If you like it, then that's really good for you. I just didn't really understand it. Yeah, and like Anna's like a queen now, which I forgot where they said it, but I'm pretty sure they made that really understandable, and I was just really confused with everything else in the movie. And now there's probably gonna be like a bajillion like toys or something for all of these guys. They're gonna find some way to make a Gale toy. And I don't get it. Why is Gale like the major thing of this? It's like 2 parts really. So yeah, Anna becomes queen somehow, and something else happens. I think they said earlier in the movie, but how did Olaf not have his cloud? I think it has some like permafrost they were saying, but I don't know what that means. And just like weird. And myself, I think I remember thinking that there's like a little post-credit scene at the end of the movie for the first Frozen. I think it was with Han. Also, they barely said anything about Han. There's just like one part that they said really referenced Han. And then so I just wanted to like see if there's a post-credit. My friend who was with me decided he left the theater to go to the bathroom. I think the real reason was that he couldn't stand watching it. Okay, we didn't think it was like the worst thing, but we just really, really didn't like it. But I stayed there, and I was right. There was a post-credit scene. The one little problemo of the whole thing is that it was just Olaf basically explaining the end of the movie. Like I remember that part from earlier. Olaf was saying something that was legit funny, but then it's just that it's Olaf's explaining it, and then the snow that huge snow monster and those little snow driblets I can't believe I just said driblet. Snow driblets. You know what? I'm not even going to correct myself. Just snow driblets. And Olaf at the end just says, and that's why we live. And the giant says, we live! And just little guys just laughing, and it ends, and I just want to bash my skull on the seat in front of me, but I don't have enough brain cells to make to make my head move closer to the seat, and so I was just leaving, and I think that there was catchy songs. The only thing with the songs I might have a problem with is that just every song was just them raising their head at every part to the no! Lost in the woods! Just getting really lost in the woods. Gosh, I really don't want to see that song again. That's just really terrible. I'm actually really surprised that they didn't do a reprise, I think is the word, of Let It Go. But yeah, I think that's really the end of I guess you would call this a review, or I don't really know what I'm going to call this when I'm done. But I think that's good. If you like this video and you like my other videos, then please subscribe, or don't subscribe. I make cringy videos like this one. Holy crap, this was a 19 minutes and 40 seconds I made of this. I thought this was 2 minutes. Well, bye. See you in another video, or maybe you just accidentally clicked on this and really regret watching it. But see you another time, hopefully. Bye. Hope you subscribe and like and click the notification bell or whatever subscriber begging I should do. Bye.